Hello, my name is Lily. I'm standing in the woods while people in Minnesota are making millions of dollars running fraudulent Somali daycare centers. We've been leering a lot about this whole situation. It's bad. From top to bottom, it's bad. But what I specifically wanted to mention was this tweet from Thomas Massie where he's asking the question, what gives government the right to run daycares in the first place? That's a great question. Let's read a book. Have you ever seen one before? The political philosopher Frederick Bastiat, which is French, so pronounce it however you will, he suggested that if every person has the right to defend, even by force, his person, his liberty, and his property, then it follows that a group of people have the right to organize and support a common force to protect these rights constantly. That's where government comes from. It's just a group of dudes getting together and being like, let's protect ourselves together. And we already know these rights are not arbitrary. These rights are God-given. So that's the only thing that government has. Oh gosh. I'm gonna need a good cry after this. So realistically, government only has the right to do what a human person has the right to do to another human person. Self-defense. But you certainly don't have the right to tax people and tax people and tax people and then redistribute their wealth via programs or grants or whatever it is. That's not a God-given right. That's just a crazy dumb idea that somebody had and then everyone's like, oh, good idea. I don't want the responsibility of taking care of my own children. I want everyone else to be responsible for it. So let's tax them. And that's how we end up with piles and piles of money that the most clever group will come to exploit. Do you see what I'm saying here? Now, since man is naturally inclined to avoid pain, and since labor is pain in itself, it follows that men will resort to plunder whenever plunder is easier than work. History shows this quite clearly. It is evident then that the proper purpose of law is to use the power of its collective force to stop this fatal tendency to plunder instead of to work. All the measures of law should protect property and punish plunder. Thus, it is easy to understand how law, instead of checking injustice, becomes the invincible weapon of injustice. Wow. So is government supposed to be running daycare centers? Definitely not the federal government. If anything, that's supposed to be a state's issue so that the states can experiment and fail and see, oh, that's not a good idea. Wherever power accumulates, someone will come and try to take it. So how about we don't accumulate power or wealth or resources in the hands of a government that's supposed to fairly distribute it? Because they're never ever going to do it fairly. They might do it once and then we'll be like, oh, we're saved. Things are going to change. No, that was the exception to the rule. It's kind of like in the Bible. Oh, give us a king. A good king was very rare. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this. This is bad. So tax season. Who's excited to pay now that you know where it's going?